Chapter 10. The Praying Hands. Read this story about two brothers who cared so much for one another that each was ready to sacrifice his dream for the other. Back in the 15th century, in a tiny village near Nuremberg, lived a Dürer family with 18 children. 18! In order just to keep food on the table, the head of the household worked almost 18 hours a day. He was a goldsmith by profession, but he picked any other paying chore he could find in the neighborhood. Two of his older children had a dream. They were both good in art and wanted to become artists, but they knew full well that their father would never be able to send either of them to study at the Nuremberg Academy. After many long discussions at night in their bed, the two boys worked out a way. They would toss a coin. The loser would go down to work in the nearby mines. With his earnings, he would pay his brother's fees, while the latter attended the academy. Later, the winner would work and the loser would go to the art school. The winner would sell his artwork and, if necessary, also work in the mines. On a Sunday morning after church, the two brothers tossed a coin. Albrecht Dürer won the toss and went off to Nuremberg. Albert went down in the dangerous mines and, for the next 4 years, sent money to his brother. Albrecht was indeed very good in art. His work at the academy was an immediate success. His drawings, his woodcuts, and his paintings were far better than many of his professors. By the time he got his degree, he was earning a considerable sum of money for his work. When the young artist returned to his village, the Dürer family held a festive dinner to celebrate his homecoming. After a long musical evening filled with fun and laughter, Albrecht stood up to drink a toast to his beloved brother. He wished to thank Albert for the years of sacrifice that made it possible for him to fulfill his ambition. He said, "And now, Albert, blessed brother of mine, it is your turn. You must go to Nuremberg to follow your dream, and I will take care of you." All heads turned to the far end of the table where Albert sat, tears streaming down his pale face. He was shaking his lowered head from side to side while repeating over and over, "No, no, no, no." Finally he rose and wiped the tears from his cheeks. He glanced down the long table at the faces he loved, and then, holding his hands close to his right cheek, he said softly, "No, brother, I cannot go to Nuremberg. It is too late for me. Look what 4 years in the mines have done to my hands. The bones in every finger has been smashed at least once, and lately I have been suffering from arthritis so badly in my right hand that I cannot even hold a glass to return your toast. I will never be able to hold a pen or a brush to the canvas. No, brother, for me it is too late." One day, to pay homage to Albert for all that he had sacrificed, Albrecht Dürer painstakingly drew his brother's battered hands with palms together and thin fingers stretched skyward. He called his powerful drawing simply "Hands," but the entire world was so touched by this great masterpiece that they renamed his tribute of love as the Praying Hands. More than 450 years have passed. Albrecht Dürer's hundreds of master portraits, sketches, watercolors, woodcuts, and copper engravings hang in every great museum in the world. But most people are familiar with only one of Albrecht Dürer's works, the Praying Hands. The next time you see a copy of that painting, take a second look. Let it remind you that no one ever makes it alone.
Please subscribe my YouTube channel.